2000s nostalgia is here, guys, and I'm all for it. And to celebrate this milestone of culture, I'm gonna speed run Neopets in 30 days.
The fantastic range of voice-activated pets that you'll love.
I just gotta say that in the early days of the internet, we kinda had a good thing going on. Club Penguin, Webkins, DisneyChannel.com, whatever that is. I think one of the best sites that did this was Neopets, which was launched all the way back in like 1999 or something like that. This was an online game where you could adopt these cartoony pets and do a whole bunch of things that mimicked everyday life. It was actually pretty awesome. And you know what? Recently I heard that it's just like getting back. I'm on! I don't really know how it made a comeback, but I've been itching to go back on the site just to see what made this pet simulator
so good.
I heard about like the whole NFT thing that happened a while back. Not certain if that actually got people to invest in the company again. But all I know now is that I can finally go back and feed my Neopets and... shoot, I can't remember my password. Well, that's the video then. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, check out my merch for the Parker U brand. If you're a fan of Neopets, you can also support my Pet Simulator card game on the Instagram, which also has a GoFundMe for my upcoming short film. Don't forget to check that out. Tune in next time when I speedrun the 625 sandwich stack. Alright. If we're gonna actually condense the entire experience of Neopets into one video, then I'm just gonna start from the beginning and create a new account. So the first thing to do is create a Neopet. But the main things to know about Neopets is that, like life, the point of this game is to just have a lot of money. And no, this isn't like actual money. Neopoints are literally just points you get from playing games and doing tasks and stuff. But with that all being said, different items on the site can carry a lot of value. And with what I've been told, your pet can actually have a ton of value by just having a good name. I'm like,
not kidding.
Because no name can be repeated on the site, your pet can already have a ton of value if it just has a real word as a name. Which is actually kind of weird if you think about it. Can you imagine if like YouTube channels had currency for name titles? You know what, actually, I'm not gonna get into that. So I at least want to get one very well-named pet. I'm gonna try and think of different pasta names. So this is my lineup. I based it off the McDonald's Happy Meal toys I owned back in the day. I didn't go to Mickey D's often, but when these were out, I suddenly just became McCuckoo for McDonald's. And you know what? I hold a lot of sentimental value for these guys. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I got these from eBay. The ones from my childhood got thrown away because I was an adult and having a Toy Story 3 moment. I know that Andy technically gave his toys to some random NPC in the movie, but with the way she treated Woody, he honestly would have just fared better dumping Woody in the dumpster. Anyway, speaking of value, you can make these alts of your pets using paintbrushes on the site. And I remember them being a big deal back in the day, but I didn't realize how insane some of this paint stuff got. Like, I'm not gonna get into the whole UC debacle, but I ended up reading about this market for uniquely posed character art, how they would get sold for actual money. Like, that's crazy. That's some CSGO level shenanigans, and I still very much want one.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Neopets basically got rid of the whole black market thing by implementing the unconverted pets into their Neocash system. Yeah, this site was basically doing microtransactions before it was cool. The kids these days are stealing their parents' credit cards for these $19 Fortnite cards. Well, back in the day, you could actually buy special currency on Neopets with real money, and you can get your cool unconverted pet. I don't think they even have physical Neocash cards anymore, but I'm not too sure because every time I go to my local Target to find it, this happens.
Oh, hey, bro, do you work at Target?
Oh, no, I'm just wearing a red shirt. Dude, I don't work here, man.
Oh, what's up, bro? You work at Target?
Dude, I don't work here, man. I'm just wearing a red shirt. This happens every time.
Anyway, I found this fire guy in the adoption center, so I guess I'm already winning. Okay, so I just learned that due to morphing potions, a fiery Kiri is actually, like, pretty cheap to get. Okay, well, I don't want her anymore. So Neopets is actually pretty generous with points now. You have these daily tasks and a slot machine that gives you money no matter what. Like, you can now easily make 50,000 points in just a few minutes, and that's insane, because when you play games here, you get nothing.
You lose!
Alright, let's do some gambling. They have a horse track here on Neopets, and even though Flash isn't working, I won, so we're happy. So I know that like every other year, it feels like Neopets is coming back, But actually, for once, it seems legit because you can now play the games again. It's not dependent on Flash.
Man, I'm gonna have some fun with this.
Dude, he just got impaled. Okay, so we got a storyline. Okay, we got a... Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What's gonna... Oh. It's just trivia. I don't know. Let's go Chombi. Oh. Alright. Just doing math for fun. Ah! Wait a second. I recognize this song, actually. It's from, like, this old Christian first-person shooter where you have to, like, fight the devil or something. Like, it's the end credits for it. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I wonder if one of the musicians from this game became like a musician on Neopets. In my old account, I had like quite a few trophies back then because the site was just something me and my friends would play every day after school. A lot of time was spent on getting these trophies, and I doubt I'd be able to make them all back. I made them all back in like a week. Turns out I was just a dummy back then. So we got a good roster of pets. A Neo friend of mine even gave me a baby paintbrush, which if I recall was pretty much endgame for a lot of users, so I guess I won Neopets. So the site actually has a lot of plot campaigns that you can participate in, and for real, these comic artists did not have to go that hard, but they did, and I love that. This latest plot is like about how everything's going gray.
Everything's gray.
And you gotta go around the planet and collect these little purple things to stop it. And you can get some pretty valuable items for a pretty much low effort activity. And it's cool because I want to buy a toy paintbrush in order to convert my Poogle into an eye dog. So I need to make money faster. So in order to accomplish this, I'm gonna make a store to sell some of my shit. So much like how you can buy digital items, you can also sell your digital items. And also, you can make a gallery just to show off, like, oh, hey, these are my fucking JPEGs.
Look how cool they are.
Anyway, so I made this gallery for worms. This is Orion, by the way. He was from one of my old accounts, but now he's here. Neopets legit has a stock market that can make you money inside the site. Like Neopoints. It's always Neopoints. Straight up though, I'm not sure if kids actually use this site. Unless Neopets is planning on making some app that iPad babies can stumble across when using their parents' tablet, I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of the site's users are 30-year-olds trying to find autonomy by reliving their childhood activities. And you know what? I respect the fuck out of that.
Hell yeah.
I'm just so flabbergasted by this. Imagine being 9 years old and learning actual stock practices from a site that has a game where you count potatoes. Okay, now this part of Neopets, I remember being amazing. The Altador Cup, it was like the World Cup, but in Neopets. And even though this website has its fair share of gambling, you can't actually bet on teams. But you can join a team and participate in games to help them win. And if I'm being real, I don't understand how some people find the free time to commit to these teams. I was always a Croc Island stan back in the day, but they already won and shit, and their color scheme's kind of ruined now. Oh well, you know what's almost as cool as pirates? Ninjas.
Ninja, gar, where be he?
So I'm gonna join Shenku because their color scheme is actually kind of clean. Nice. Okay, here we go. So you gotta play these games of like cartoon FIFA in order to like earn points for your team. Anyway, check this out. All right, let's go. Yeah, I mean, it gets pretty old since you have to play a ton of games in order to actually contribute. I'm pretty sure there's some players that'll play up to like 35 games a day. And then you can also like cheer and then do goal practice. They're like side games that also contribute to winning. What makes the least sense is this game where you have to serve slushies to fans in the stadium. I don't understand it. Imagine if like Lionel Messi scores like the winning goal for the World Cup, and then the staff is like, oh, sorry, the icy stand guy didn't sell enough cherry swirls. Looks like the World Cup is going to France this year. Bye. I don't know. All right, so my month is almost over, and it has finally happened. I have 2 million Neo points, which is barely enough to get me my toy paintbrush. Whoa, this is gonna be awesome. That's right. There we go. The toy freaking iDog in Neopets is here. Wait, if he's a robot now, does he not have to eat anymore? That'd be a good perk. Well, it's getting to be that time of the day where I hit the old dusty Oregon Trail. I had a lot of fun on this site, actually. There's a genuine feel of gratification when you earn these digital graphics on the site. And with the community still going strong, there's a real sense of belonging here. I even got my friends to join this site and relive the good old days. Overall, I can actually find myself coming back to the site and genuinely having fun. I've even grown quite attached to these little guys. And to be honest, I think that's what makes the site so enduring. It's just those little details, the messages your pets say to you when you give them a toy, the endearing art from all the different site features. It's that attention to detail that I can really get by, and it's definitely something I'd want to implement into my own trading card game, Critter Roll, as the game goes into beta. But yeah, I can legitimately say that I'm a fan of Neopets again. Like, I'm not even sponsored by the Neopets team, and I'm still saying it. But hey, TNT, if you want to sponsor a video, I'll totally say something like,
I've been on Neopets since long before anybody paid me to be on it.
Until then, I'll be playing some serious UU ball, making sure my team wins. Oh, we lost. Just kidding, I fucking hate this site.